Hello there. What is going on, everybody? We are playing some Star Wars Armada today, and I am using the Super Star Destroyer. But not only am I using this big bad thing, I'm also using two Arquitens. Now, this is not an easy complement to add to a Super Star Destroyer list, so I had to make some concessions. We'll talk about the list here. I'm running the command prototype. It's not doesn't have as many dice as the Dreadnought, but I had to go kind of light because I was making room for other ships, and I think in this case I'd rather have two Arquitens also shooting rather than just an extra die from the Dreadnought. He is running Ravager, Moff Jerjerrod, Admiral Ozzel, Director Krennic, Emperor Palpatine, Intensify Firepower, Gunnery Team, and Quad Battery Turrets. Still moderately well upgraded. My two Arquitens are running HA linked turbo laser towers, and that is it. They are the light cruiser variant, and we've got a little bit of upgrades. We've got a little bit of firepower, and we have no squadrons, so we're very much at risk. This is a fleet that is really just trying to be fun, have a really good time, and have a lot of dice to throw, and I think we're going to be able to accomplish that. We are playing down here at Coliseum of Comics East Colonial. If you're in Orlando, you should definitely check these guys out. They have Armada events. We do them about every month here, and it's a super fun time. So yeah, let's see how we do today. All right, so we're set up for the first game, and I'm going to be playing Matt. And Matt is running Separatists. He's got a Patriot Fist. He's got Martuk. He's got two of these munificents that are, they each have projection experts on them, which is pretty cool, and thermal shields. So that is pretty cool, and he made one of them as going to be his flagship. So Patriot Fist, I think he expects Patriot Fist to take most of the shots. It's a pretty big threat, and yeah, that'll be a fun one. This is going to be a slug fest. Big ships throwing lots of dice. No squadrons here. And this is a beautiful thing about Orlando. There are at least a good handful of people that routinely bring no squadrons, which I love, because it doesn't punish me as much when I bring no squadrons. So it's almost like this unspoken agreement. We're like, all right, at least half of us are going to bring squadronless fleets, right? So I got lucked out because I did not want to have to face 14 bombers after my first match. So we'll see how this one goes. He chose fire lanes. He chose first player. I'll be second player, and we're going with fire lanes, which means I will get a pass token. We'll see if it'll be enough. All right, we are starting off the game. I did my little Ozzel move. Looks like we might have some round one shots, as only the SSD can provide. And there's our objectives. So really threading the needle here for these asteroids. All right, end of round one. We did have some shots going there. They both thermal shields, so I didn't get a whole lot of damage through, but just a little bit of shields. Took a little bit of shields off of me, too. I redirected them over to this side. We're just out of long range here. I don't think we're going to add these up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get all three of these, but as is usually the case for the first round. We're here midway through round two, and I'm not really able to do any damage. His thermal shields are wrecking me here because he removed all of my reds. So my Krennic tech is broken. All I can roll is blues, which really limits even like a close range shot to like a maximum of potentially 6 damage. That's if they're all hits with the blues. So that's rough. That's really rough. And then I don't know how this is going to go, but I do have a lot of hole for him to chew through, so we'll see. All right, we're at the start of turn 3. Patriot Fist is going first right here. He does have a double arc here. And are you thinking of doing a double arc? Yeah. Okay. All right. So Martuk has been pretty devastating. My SSD is going to die probably next round, especially because he just got comm noise on me, and I was a speed 1. He reduced me to speed 0. Spoiler alert, I have no nav planned for the rest of this round. And I was like, oh boy. I guess technically I could still trigger Jerjerrod, increasing a yaw value, even though I can't utilize the yaw value. You know, I could still just drain a shield from somewhere. But by the time I do that, I'll be dead. The two sections that have shields left, you're not going to shoot near those. So, because I was hoping if all my shields went down, I still had my braces, Martuk would penalize this fleet against my Super Star Destroyer. But instead, I will remove all of your attacks against the Superstar Destroyer very soon when it comes off the board. I'm at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage on the SSD right now. Ouch. All right, he's going with this guy. Just got 5 damage through. Couldn't brace or anything. What's the one more shot? He has to spend one more defense token at least. And he's got it. He's got 3 damage. He only needed 2. SSD is actually blown up. Ravager just crashed. We were above Jakku the whole time, and Ravager just crashed into Jakku. Oh my gosh! Wow, that should do like damage to everybody else nearby too. All right, so he blew up the SSD, blew up one of my Arquitens, let the other one live, and it's gonna just fly away because there's 3 more rounds left in the game. You don't have enough speed to fly off the board. And if he kills me, the game could end. But if he lets me live, then he can collect turns points for 3 more rounds. So yeah, that's a crippling loss. Easily a 10-1 in Matt's favor. And I think the big thing here was thermal shields, and then all of the projection experts he did here, which is really cool. Martuk really helped him out a lot. I didn't get to the point where Martuk was a liability. And all of my fire was split up. The Arquitens didn't help out very much here because they were stuck behind the SSD. I think if I had put the SSD to the other side like I was originally planning, that might have worked out better. And then yeah, they were cradled in and they couldn't go out and threaten. So first round was kind of cool for me, but then after the first round, it wasn't that good. So all right, painful loss. We'll avenge him soon. All right, second round, I am facing Luke, and Luke has this really awesome malevolence or subjugator, I guess, painted up for a. I'm just gonna see what kind of ship that is. That's a Providence Dreadnought underneath there. Thermals, invincible, another thermals. So that's gonna cripple me there. Point PDICs, invincible. The thermal shields, and what's the? Do you have a second defensive retrofit on here? Oh, that's just giving you the first one. Yeah, of course. All right. And then Patriot Fist over here, Hyperwave Signal Boost. That's going to let you stuff. Oh, that's pretty cool. TF-76. What kind of squadrons do you have, too, by the way? You got, what is that, 3 fighters and 3 bombers, or is that
4 fighters, 3 bombers.
4 fighters, 3 bombers. You've got Wat Tambor and, oh, goodness. I love those tri-fighters. All right. I have no squadrons, so you're going to rip me apart in this game, I think. We'll see what happens. You still want a second player?
Yeah.
All right. So we're starting off this game. We went with I chose opening salvo. So yeah, we're gonna have a little extra dice, lots of dice this turn, and getting right into it. I put the SSD at speed 2 to get right into it this game. All right. So end of this game, I was able to take out both Patriot Fist and the flagship on rounds 3 and 4. I got a lot of damage on the Superstar Destroyer. The squadrons. There was some bad luck on dice on the squadrons. A lot of blanks towards the end. If Luke had better luck on dice, he would have had me to 11. And the thing is, because we were opening salvo, he would have got half points twice on the SSD. He came up a little shy of the 11 points for half points, but he still got half of the total ship value. So he still got like 139 points, which is still a lot of points. But because I tabled him with only 2 ships, that is a risk you run. So I was able to get a full 400 there. So I came out ahead on this one, but it was a very, very slugfest. Patriot Fist packed a really big punch every time. He did take out both of my Arquitens. So yeah, you also got points for these. I didn't even add those up yet. So you're gonna have more than 139. So we're gonna. So this game was actually a lot closer. I think you're gonna be there 54 and 7. So 108 and then 14, so that's an extra 100 and something. I'm not doing math while I'm recording, but we'll come up with a grand total here shortly. But real fun game. All right, guys, I ended up winning 400 to about 230 or so. So it's still a pretty good win. But overall, it was a fun time. We had a great time playing today at Coliseum Comics. I love these 2-round tournaments for Armada. It's a great way to try out new builds and have a semi-competitive but mostly casual-friendly event. A lot of folks testing out for Worlds, which is very, very, very soon. So it's always been a really fun time. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks to everybody that came out today. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing and help make this whole channel possible. Thank you so much for your continued support. I will talk to you guys later. May the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other, and always watch yourself.